Okay, we hope you enjoyed The Glass Wall. I'm back with Dana Delaney. A little heavy-handed at times, especially in the third reel.
Yeah, that last moment where he's at the UN, which was still being built at the time, it wasn't even finished.
Yes.
When he has to go up to the roof like that and they have the rear projection with the Chrysler building.
Yeah.
It reminds me of King Kong a little bit too much.
I hadn't thought of that. I was still thinking, you better get this done in time for North by Northwest.
Because it really feels, it has the same feeling of poor King Kong. You know, he was just tortured and chased and up and up and up. And finally he's up there, you know, and then.
And it's so interesting, you know, what we do here on TCM is try to give context to this stuff. So when you see a scene like when Gossman addresses the empty UN, without the context of knowing that, you know, this is Yvonne Torres making a statement about why he loves America and everything, it's like you have to know that. Otherwise, that scene just doesn't play for a contemporary audience at all. And I think people should know, like, what Yvonne Torres went on to do, right? You know this.
He did Flipper. He was big, big into aquatic shows.
Yeah, he became, like, the most successful producer of underwater stuff. Like, if anybody made a movie that took place underwater, Yvonne Torres was involved in that production. And then he loved animals. So he did all these TV shows.
Yeah,
right? And he had this whole base of operations in Florida where he made a huge career out of, you know.
Yeah. Actually, besides Gloria, my favorite thing about the movie is that surprising, I guess it's the third act, of Tanya the stripper.
Oh, yes,
she's you don't fabulous. Expect coming because it gets just, Times Square gets uglier and uglier with the photo booth and the tourists. And then there's Tanya the stripper, and it's that close-up of her flipping her hair back, and she's so blousy and down to earth. And then she goes out to her cab, and he's in the cab, and she's a smart cookie. She stops by the police station first to see whether he's okay, because this guy's kind of cute, you know?
Yep.
And then she takes him home, and she's going to give him her mother's Hungarian goulash, and he gets all frightened, and she says, "Oh, don't worry, honey, we're hunkies too."
Yeah.
You know, word you probably can't use now, but she says, "We're hunkies too." And then when the brother says, "We're not going to have some, you know, lousy immigrant in here," and his mother slaps him and says, "Don't forget your father was a lousy immigrant."
Yeah, that's an amazing scene, because it's not every movie where the stripper gets to be the smartest, most compassionate person in the film, you know, but she totally is.
And she's so great in it, Robin Raymond.
Robin Raymond, she is fantastic.
Down to earth, real, and has a sense of humor, you know. She's like, yeah, I make a good living, I'm a stripper, so what? And she's also in a Fritz Lang movie, Beyond a Reasonable Doubt.
Yes, yes.
And you can see, as a stripper, but you can see why he cast her after seeing that.
Exactly. Well, I do want to pitch one more time the fact that you have written the cover story for my Noir City magazine, which is published by the Film Noir Foundation, and you wrote this fabulous article about Gloria Graham.
Do you know this is the first article I've ever written?
I am very, very surprised.
It is, so thank you for giving me that chance.
It's fantastic, and everybody can get it. If you go to noircity.com or filmnoirfoundation.org, those will lead you to the magazine so you can donate to the foundation, but also you can get it on Amazon. If you just look up the Noir City magazine, you can get the print edition.
But people know that when you donate, it's not just to get the magazine, you're actually helping to restore films.
Rescuing and restoring films, and every little donation helps. So greatly appreciated. Now, next week on Noir Alley, I'm going to be curious to know if you've seen this, we'll be going across the pond for a noir from England from 1948, Brighton Rock.
Oh, yes. Good one.
Okay,
yes.
Yeah, great. You approve of Richard Attenborough in Brighton Rock. That is the treat that I have for you next week. So, Dana, thank you so much for being here and gracing the Noir Alley set.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
A privilege. And we don't get these seats occupied too much, and you've done a beautiful job. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we'll see you in the shadows.